Hello, my viewers. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. So, on this video, I want to share my secrets to every successes I have enjoyed so far in life. Growing up in the village, I learned from our Sunday school teacher those days. They would tell you, when you walk in the vineyard of God, God will walk in your vineyard. And then when they say it, I keep asking myself, what do you mean by if you walk in the vineyard of God, God will walk in your vineyard? Is it that God will come to farm and work for you? But as I grew older, that's becoming a teenager and all of that, I begin to understand what that meant. Honestly, this kind of work has really helped me. What am I doing here? I am sweeping the house of God. I'm actually cleaning the house of God. This is Canada. I'm in Canada, in one of the leading churches, doing what I know how to do best. This thing you see me do is the secret to everything I have enjoyed in life. I'm telling you the truth. The most significant aspect of it was when I was about to enter university for my undergrad program. I remember those days, almost everyone that I knew had already gotten admission and they've gone to school, and I was still at home. What was the challenge? I could not get admission. I passed jam. Then we weren't writing this and all this internal exam they write in this is we've not started writing it then. But then I don't know what the problem was. I didn't know what it was. But one thing I kept doing then was I tried to be relevant in the house of God. How was I being relevant? Each time there is a program in the church, I will go like 1 hour or 2 hours before that time, clean the church, join other church members to clean. I try to make sure that I'm relevant. I try to, do whatever I can do. And then while I was doing it, I kept reminding God. I said, God, I want to join my mates to the university and I want to study the course. Then I had wanted to study optometry. I kept reminding God, God, I want to study optometry. God, please help me. You know, even though every other person had gone, even though some at some point in time it was as if I was depressed, but this service I didn't stop doing until a week before matriculation. That was when I received my admission letter to study agric economics. I was so happy, even though that wasn't my dream course, that wasn't what I planned for. But then my mother encouraged me, and I went in and I started doing agric economics. But then, as soon as I got to the university, the first thing I did was to identify a living fellowship, and then I joined them. When it comes to church, I don't do any other thing. I can sing very well, but I try to work in the cleaning section. That is it. And each time I'm doing it, I keep telling God, God, as I'm cleaning your house, clean every aspect of my life. As I'm cleaning your life, help me clean everything. I want to read optometry, make every crooked way straight. I am telling you, it was right that at the point we are writing our first semester exam that my approval for change of course came in. That's for me to now change into optometry. So I got it. I was so happy. I continued with my first semester, finished the first semester as agric economics student, and then I quietly transitioned. I have to, it was actually tedious, but then what I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, I still read the course that I wanted to, even though the beginning looked so crooked, it looked so rough, but the end was greatly, you know it was great. I really enjoyed it. Now, as I'm in Canada, that is the first thing I did. Try to identify myself with a living church, and not just to be a Sunday person. I'll just go to church and come back. No, I must be relevant to God. And how can I be relevant to God? Is by doing some of these things. Every Saturday, even in spite of the cold, I'll wear my jacket. I will come to church, join other people, clean the church, do anything that my hands find doing, and then I remind God of what He also needs to do for me. That is how I've been doing, and God has been faithful, keeping my family. God has given me wisdom on how to, you know, communicate with my family so that they don't miss my absence so much. In as much as I'm not in Nigeria, I monitor everything thanks to my husband, who is very understanding, who is really not just the husband but a good father at that. This is on an evening program. You see me in class busy doing my assignment, but then I know where they are, I know what is going on, and that is how we have been doing. I try as much as possible to keep in touch with my children so that they don't miss me so much. Immediately I left for Canada, I didn't even know what was happening. I didn't know that 2 days after I left, three of them just fell sick. It was so bad that my husband didn't even tell me. It was after they have recovered that they told me. Even though I kept talking with them, but I didn't know they were ill. You understand? So God has been faithful. I try as much as possible to keep in touch. This is night prayer. I make sure, even the time difference and everything, I try to make sure that I'm in touch every night. When they pray is around that kind 9 o'clock, and here it should be like 5 o'clock or 5:30 thereabout, or maybe 3 hours 30 minutes, but I still create that, and that time is a solemn time for me. No matter where I am, I must make myself available for the night prayer. And God has been faithful, keeping us. This is how we try to bond. I don't know as a family how you're, if you are here, I don't know how you are coping with your family, but just want to tell you, one of the ways that you can attract God's hand upon your family and upon yourself is by staying relevant to God. Do not be a user of God. That is my secret. So that's how I cope with my family. You can see them eating this after school. They're having their lunch. Okay. Even though I was about going for lecture, but I still made out time, while they are eating. I'm trying to inquire about their welfare, how their day were, and everything. This is how I have been coping with my family. So if you plan to come to Canada as a parent, and just like I always advocate that one person should come alone, don't move the whole family. Come and see how the place is before moving your family. So may God give us wisdom to remain relevant in the house of God, so that he can always come through for us when we need him. All right, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to leave your likes, share my video, and subscribe to my channel. Until I meet you some other time, bye.